On today's edit, Mushy B carries a bike, Hugo drinks some water, and I miss another turn. Good morning! Welcome to the channel. We are winding our way through the Lake District this morning. We've got a full crew. We've got Mushy B, we've got the little Hugster, and we're heading up to Whinlatter Forest. But we're riding Grisedale Pike today, and then we may finish off with some of the trail centre stuff. We're currently trying to beat a storm that's apparently coming around 2 o'clock, so we'll see what we do for time, see how we get on, so stay tuned. So on today's video, confessions of a serial mountain biker. We actually don't do a lot of mountain riding. We tend to prefer forests, tracks. We don't tend to get up too high. Don't think we're avoiding that, but it's just the kind of riding we prefer to do really. Seems to be more woodland track based. So we're going to try and fix that. Do some more mountain rides. I tend to find we're in the Lake District today, and a lot of those routes require a fair amount of road work, which isn't ideal with Hugo. He has to go on the lead, and he doesn't run very fast alongside, and he's very timid around cars passing us, so that's another reason why we've kind of tried to avoid it really. Morning. But as I said, we're going to try and fix that and crack off a few mountains, and today we've got Grisedale Pike. It's one we've done before. Really like the route, it's very accessible. And I think, alluding to the title of the video, it's probably the most accessible hiker bike style route in the Lake District. And it's one that I would suggest everybody tries as maybe the first one. So we're just following the red waymarked trail south loop. And up here you can see that's where we're heading, Grisedale Pike, and then we go down back behind us, back down towards the trail centre. Has to be said that the climbs on these Whinlatter red trails are absolutely sublime. Really well laid track. Just look at the forest, man, it's beautiful. Really heavily wooded. Pine trees, gorgeous. Yeah! Okay, so when you finish the red climb, you've got to do the extra section of black climb to peak out to the top. I think it's classed as black because the descent is a bit more tricky than the rest of the red, so I think that's why it's classed as black. And there it is. That's the pike there. We're going along the full ridge line and back down into the woods. We're not coming down this quite well-defined path coming down here next to the wall. We're going along the top and down and back into the woods over there. Today it sounds like I'm being joined by a nest of birds coming from around the front hub area, probably bearings. So answers in the comments if you think you know what it might be. Here we are at the top. Hugo is the king of the castle. Hey buddy. I remember 10 years ago you could see all of this view from here, but the trees have obviously took over now. So the trail goes that way. That's the small section of black descent before you go back into the red. We're going through those trees that way, and starting the hiker bike mission, where the adventure begins. Into the forest. Some views. Pretty much the pedalling now done until we get to the top. So pushing and carrying are the order of the day. Looking good. Weather's holding off so far. Having a great time. Out now. Lovely scree slope. Wait, what's the front end then? Woo! That is an absolute hoot to ride. Oh yes. It's gonna get your drift on, it's awesome. That is seriously steep. Very steep, she's riding that awesome. Yes, Mush! Awesome job! Yeah, look at Hugo here. He's flying! He's flying, his lad! Oh man, that is awesome. Yeah, where am I going? Pardon my French. Okay. Oh, that got quite serious fast. Woo! Really, not doing much speed control there. Woo! Jesus, that's so loose. Great job, wow. Well done. Oh, I nearly died then. Such a lovely track this, it's awesome, everybody should ride this. Oops. Rutting again. Take it really easy through that rut. As soon as it grabs your front wheel, you scream. And loose again. Oh, straw the line I think there by accident. What a fun track that is. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay, into the woods we go. Oh, hang on. Woo! I think it's this way. I think so, yeah, the track's kind of disappeared. Yeah, I think this is it. Piece of trail. What's it? Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Setmurdy trail. Not too far away from here. Another place I highly recommend you visit. Steep in that, lovely. Woo! We've shot that a little bit. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that done. So that was Grisedale Pike into Hobcarton, into a trail that's on Trail Forks there called Lomo Erectus, which is a fabulous finish to that trail. Really nice. So I think that is the perfect beginner hiker bike type full mountain ride, because you can park at the trail centre, you can ride other trails, you can warm up on single track before you kind of tackle that. It's got a real out there feel to it. It feels really high up when you're up there, and the tracks coming down are amazing, but you're never far away from the sanctuary of the trail centre, so you know it kind of takes that risk element away from it. It's very easy to navigate. There's loads of routes up on Trail Forks and Strava and all the usual places, so please come and check it out. It's really good. So we've just done the Grisedale Pike loop. That was fantastic. And when in Rome, I have to finish off with a
a lap of the North Road, which is just a fantastic trail. Superb long finishing descent. Some interesting single track to get you there as well. Some more of that lovely sublime climbing. So a quick appraisal of Whinlatter as a trail centre. Well, it's in the lakes for a start. I mean, what isn't there to like there? Loads of accommodation, camping, loads of other activities that you can enjoy. The blue is probably the best blue in the UK, I would say. One of the best blues in the UK. Real climbs and real descents, which is what you want even from a blue trail. So you will test yourself on the climbs, or beginner riders, or your kids will. And there's also plenty of jumps and things to play on as well. So it's still fun for experienced bikers too. And then the red loops offer fantastic variety. The south loop is more manicured, except the top section, which is quite rocky. But the rest of that is like a jump line, really. Very flowy. Really good fun. Kids love it. And one sec. Oh shit! Made it. And this red north loop, very natural feeling. So yeah, so saying superb use of natural features, superb use of rock and roots to make this a really, it's a nice flow trail, but it's a tech flow trail, which makes it ultimately more interesting for a ride. Very cool trail centre, and also doesn't seem to have suffered from trail degradation in the same way that some trails have. So it's not sapping all the kind of natural speed. There's a lot of trail centres where the trail's just degraded so badly now that it's really, really hard to keep momentum. Oh yes, nice drop through there. Try and keep some flow around those corners. Oh, really slippy over them rocks. So I'm saying it just really keeps you on your toes, this one. It's not like most trail centres where you can just sit back and relax. Plenty going on. And I've got to say, it's all the better for it. Just letting my wheels dance, it all feels awesome. Woo! Oh yeah, lovely bit. So I think I might have summed up or come up with a summary, which is I think Whinlatter's aged well in that it still suits modern trail and enduro bikes, whereas a lot of trail centres now don't. They were built around cross-country type bikes, but this is still loads of fun on a decent travel bike with modern geometry. I think it just makes it an absolute blast to ride. Just so much fun. Woo! There's plenty going on. It's not just flat out riding berms. Tech flow is the future of the trail centre. Okay, so here she is. Final red descent. Very loose them corners. Take your time. descender. Lovely. Woo. Send me nose deep. Whoa. Yeah. Nice. High fives.
So we just got back, having a nice cup of coffee and a bit of ginger cake. I've had a fantastic day, really enjoyed it. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, we've not done a lot of hiker bike mountain type stuff, and it's something we're going to look into and do more of, and we'll chart those in the vlogs. We did about 12 miles all told and about 2,600 feet of climbing, and that was heading out from the car park at Whinlatter Trail Centre up to Grisedale Pike, down Hobcarton, and then we've added the north loop on, which I think is the more fun and technical route of the trail centre stuff. Trail centre stuff is brilliant, loads of fun. Bring your kids, do the blue trail, awesome fun. One of the best trail centres I would say in the UK. We keep coming back, which we can't say that about all the trail centres for sure. So hope you've liked the video, and we'll catch you next time.